What is up, everyone? It's Gage here. Welcome to your Buck Dat. Today, we receive some significant news. Devin White wants to be traded from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jen Lane just actually reported this. She heard from two sources that Devin White wants to be traded. And I actually tweeted this. I retweeted hers, and this is a result of a lackluster in contract talks. And this definitely been going on because Devin White's in his fifth year, and he's looking for top dollar, like $100 million. I heard it's right around that avenue. Devin White is a good linebacker, but not top five, not by a long shot. Now, his comparison, I probably would compare him to Anthony Barr. Now, you're like, get Anthony Barr. He's way better than Anthony Barr. Well, these guys have very similar careers. Anthony Barr was a top line. He was a pretty good linebacker in his first 5 years in his career, for first 5 to 6, until he started getting injured. And he wasn't very consistent, but he would show up in games like getting like an interception for a touchdown, and there was games where he would be amazing, like he'd ball out. Devin White, it's a little different situation, but the similarities are very much there. Devin White, the shit he could do is amazing, but it wasn't very consistent, especially this past year. Devin White is famous for his playing the Super Bowl, played outstanding in the big-time game that was needed. Defense is killing it. He was a big part of that. And Devin White, when I first found out, I was kind of indifferent. I like Devin White. I would love for him to come back to this year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but not at the cost of being a top paid linebacker. And if for what he's getting paid, that could be 3 to 4 players that contribute big time for the Buccaneers that are not getting paid nearly as much as him. And Devin White, is he worth 4 players that could be great contributors to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers season? No, he's not. Devin White, and there's a lot of questions around Devin White. Obviously, he's created a lot of attention this offseason for his Instagram. Kind of a month prior to this, he's kind of saying goodbye, thank you for the 4 years, on to the next journey with a flag. Now, a lot of players do this to kind of push the team to sign them. And it's like, pay me or trade me. Get one of the two. Devin White was saying, no, man, I was just saying how grateful I am for the past 4 years. When Greg Allman was kind of saying, oh, he might be talking about leaving. And he even tweeted fans saying, yeah, we're going to run this back next year. So there's been a lot of attention to Devin White. And now that's not looking too good for him. Saying, hey, man, why didn't you literally said you weren't going to go, and then a month later, you said there's now reports saying you're leaving. What's up, my guy? Are you just creating attention, or are you trying, what's going on here, bro? I say he's doing this to force the issue. Hey, you trade me or pay me. Is basically that sums it up. Devin White is a good player. He's above average linebacker, but he's in the top 5. I was thinking top 10. 15, that's around his avenue. And $100 million. No, bro. No, you're not. That's not the kind of money you're getting, man. No. A team might do that, but the Buccaneers, I'm really glad Jason Light didn't do that, because we're building for the future, and we can't be paying out of money. If you're getting paid that much, bro, you better be getting 10 sacks a year at minimum. You better be making all the plays. Devin White, I'm kind of surprised he asked that much, because last year he did not play to his potential, which we've seen in previous years. Missing tackles, not showing much energy on the field. And when he's saying, yeah, we got bored. And, the Falcons, we let him get all these points because we're getting bored. That's why I question his leadership as a player. It's like, not sure if that's very compliable. But also, that's more getting deep in his character. We don't need to, or as a player at least. The Bucks would free up $11 million if they trade Devin White. And Devin White, we could probably get like a mid to early third round pick, or like an early second round, like a mid to early second round, or an early third round pick, which is Ray Avenue with Devin White. Maybe lower, who knows? Because they're gonna have to take up. I think he's getting paid like around 50 mil this year, somewhere around that. So he's still getting paid this year. So the team's gonna have to take on that because it's fifth year option, and they're gonna have to give up They're gonna have to give up a day 2 pick. So it's definitely there's gonna be suitors like the Seahawks and Lions have been mentioned. So we're gonna see how that goes. Now these are just rumors. There's a lot of reports coming in rapid, but we'll see how it goes because there has been misinformation spread before. So with previous players, so we'll see how that turns out. But Devin White, I think this is a good time to trade him. I think he'll probably get traded during the draft because at this time of year is probably that's where you're going to get the most value out of Devin White because you're going to kind of see who's in the draft, who's getting picked. And teams are not going to throw a draft out in the dark. They're probably going to wait until the draft to trade Devin White. Devin White, I think he's going to get traded. He's the type of guy that probably would sit out, not play. But Devin White, if you are my guy, it's been a great 4 years having you on as a Buccaneer. You made some great contributions throughout your 4 years, and it's been a journey, my guy. And this is so trading Devin White's the best outcome. The Bucks don't want to trade him for obvious reasons. Dude's a caliber linebacker. But his days as Bucks, I believe, is at the end. Because I just feel like the best avenue for the Bucks is to get some capital and free up some cap space. And that's perfect because they're going to help our draft picks. We can pay them and maybe get a couple of undrafted free agents and stuff like that. So it's going to actually help us with our draft and our free agent signings. Maybe get 1 or 2 more guys to get on the team. Maybe get a kicker, maybe. Who knows? Robbie Goldie, I would love to have. But that's a video for another time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and hope you bucked that. And let me know your thoughts. Let me think what you what scenario would you want? Do you want us to trade Devin White or do you want to keep him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. And hope you bucked that.